Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day out here. I had some technical difficulties getting this bad boy started. Something going on with my computers, but we're back up and running anyways. Mario, what's happening with you, my brother? Pleasure to have you back here again. Thanks for showing up with me. I hope that you've been having an amazing week. Who else we got here? TT, what's happening with you, TT? Pleasure to have you on here. Thanks for hanging out with me. Peace and blessings to you as well. Again, as we start all of our YouTube live videos, I encourage you all to put the name of your business, whether you're watching this on a replay or you're here live with me right now. You want to go ahead and drop the name of your business in the chat, where you're from, what niche industry are you in. If you know your NAICS code, that is the key right there. Put your NAICS code for your niche industry. Also, say, what do you need help with? Guys, this is about networking, relationship building. We can make business a whole lot easier by working together. So sometimes we need to know what it is that you do. So tell people, what do you need help with, right? Not how you can help somebody else, but what is it that you need help with? And then let us know what it is that you can help other people with. And most importantly, at the end of that, put your contact information so somebody else can contact you. And you would be amazed, people watching the replays of these videos, they've actually been reaching out to individuals. So be sure to put that in there as well. Now, what I do want you guys to do today is to make sure you do have your NAICS code, because that's what we're going to be diving into a little bit today, is government contracting for you. That's what I always get asked, like, is government contracting worth it for me? And I'm going to break this down to you guys today so you guys can see and make your own decision, is government contracting worth it for you. I believe it is, but hey, who am I? You know what I'm saying? Again, you should make the right decision for yourself. In the meantime, guys, it is very, very important that I get your help. I need your assistance, and hey, I'm not scared to admit that I need your assistance. I need you guys to subscribe. I need to make sure that you're liking this information, because that's how the analytics work. And as I talk about, is government contracting worth it to you today, I believe it's worth it for every entrepreneur and small business, especially in the minority communities. So I need your assistance with getting this message out there in front of the other minority business owners. And that happens by you liking this information, subscribing to the channel. If you don't like it, by all means, you don't have to put the like, but I think I'm putting valuable information out there. So again, I ask for your assistance by doing that. It doesn't cost you $1, and you're sitting right here anyways. Just go ahead and click the buttons. So I appreciate it, TT, for the like right there. Thank you. We got some good people in here. Sertino out in Las Vegas. He does notary work, custom designs, and he needs help getting started, or she, sorry, whichever one it is. But I appreciate you for putting that up there. Again, getting started in business. I know I have a lot of people follow me that can help people get started in that business. So if you guys see this stuff down here, make sure you're reaching out to them and need some assistance. Michael, what's going on? Elevated Logistics Solution LLC, the trucking industry. I actually have a client coming in here real soon. I have a meeting with her after this. She's in the trucking industry. I mean, she's killing it. And she started with dispatching work, grew to a multi-million-dollar business. Now she has over 14 trucks, so 28,000 square foot, and she does shipping for e-commerce all around the world. And she's based out in Atlanta, but she's working with me because she's been doing all of this money. I mean, she's been crushing it, making all of this money, and she's not on the internet at all. And I believe that she's an individual that needs to come in and start teaching our community. So I'm excited to have her jump on here and help things out. Mario, I appreciate you for putting your NAICS code right there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But now let's dive into this, guys. If it's your first time hanging out with me, who the heck am I, guys? I'm Dr. Travis Davis. I'm from the Washington, D.C. area, preferably on the Maryland side. I've been doing government contracting now for a little over 11 years. My very, I won't say the first one, but my main first contract was with the Affordable Care Act, managing a help desk that I was actually working on. Yes, I was the program manager at the time for the Affordable Care Act. If you guys aren't familiar with it, it broke. Wasn't really a good system put in place. But we went from a staff of 4 people at the time to they needed 182 people So I took a leap of faith and 1099 myself back to the person that I was working for, started my business. Since I was the brains behind the operation, I knew they needed me. Had them by the balls a little bit there. So I told them they could make $1 per hour off of me, which I thought I was doing it. I was crushing it, making tons of money, but I was still exchanging my time for money, and I didn't know that at the time. I also asked for 23 employees. They ended up giving me 32. I did $1 million at the age of 25 and didn't know what the heck I was doing at all running a business, but I'm grateful that the man upstairs gave me the opportunity. With that, I started to expand. Once I started bringing in the revenue and realized like, hey, I got to get in the streets. So I stopped working in the actual office, and man, that was a lot of money that I left off the table, but I got my time back to go pursue other things and generate more money. So now we've been able to do IT, we do marketing for the government. I have a marketing agency, Pure Money Marketing, as well as we sell products, which is huge in government contracting. I've been able to consult to over 20 businesses that made them over $50 million, which is another key that I advise everybody to get into. The more you can learn how to do government contracting, you can actually go consult to other businesses, which I advise you to do. I've been able to train over 1,500 students, and if you want to get in contact with me at any time, you can visit travisknows.com. All of my social handles are there and everything that I got going on. You can spell it NOSKNOWS, it doesn't matter, travisknows.com. It will get you to where you need to be. Now, let's dive over in here, guys. We're going to be talking about today again, is government contracting worth it for you? And I think this is a question that, it gets asked to people who don't do government contracting. It always baffles me, like, how the hell could you ask somebody who doesn't do government contracting, is it worth it to you? Because it's a guaranteed fact when you ask people that have no clue about what's going on with government contracting, they're going to give you the emotional answer to government. Guys, I don't really care what the government's doing out here in the real world. I don't care what decisions they make for war. I don't care what decisions they make for peace. I don't care what decisions they make for how people are supposed to operate. And the reason I don't care is because I can't control it. They're going to make the decision whether I like it or not. But what I do understand is that there's this other side of the government that's not emotional. And when I say emotional, society knows absolutely nothing about it. So society can't speak on it. And I had to remove myself away from society's definition of government so I could come over here and find out the truth about government, something that can impact my life. And that's government contracting. It can absolutely impact your life. And a lot of people are not doing it because we're not educated properly on it. Again, we keep getting our education from our community, from our loved ones that are around us. And again, if they're not doing government contracting, how the hell could they teach you on this stuff? And my hopes and goals for this is that you guys are starting to get the real education about government from a person like myself. And there's tons of other individuals out here who are crushing it in government contracting. But let's get the real definition to what government is, so you can start taking action on it and change your life. Guys, one contract can change your life. The federal government, okay, understand that, there are 3 layers to government contracting. Now, if you guys were like me, the drug movies were put in front of my face a lot growing up as a kid. And I used to watch it and get entertained by it. Hell, I think I even told myself when I was a kid, like, I wanted to be a drug dealer. But what I realized is that drug dealers are the best entrepreneurs out here because they have to market a product that can't be put out there on the internet. You can't tell the world about it, but yet they make all of this money. But one thing that stuck in my head when watching these movies is that if you want to make the most money in the world, you need to get the product at its purest form. That's how they're able to make the most money. They flew overseas, got the product where it was grown at. And when you can get the product where it's grown at, then boy, you have control of the market. So I took that same strategy and I said, well, where's money created? Like, It's a no-brainer. I think we all know where money is created at. It's created in the Treasury Department. Okay, so if money is being created in the Treasury Department, who runs the Treasury Department? The United States government. If you want to make the most money that you've ever had in your life, you need to get it at its purest form, the United States government. I don't want it from the bank. Don't loan it out to me. I don't want it from another business cutting a check to me because they already got the work cut. I want it straight from the source, the government. When money gets printed off the treasury machine, it goes two places. One, over to the banks. Well, three places. It goes over to the banks so the banks can put the money out into the atmosphere through loans. Okay, that's how banks make all their money. Student loans, car loans, mortgages. This is how they put money out into the atmosphere. The second place that money goes is to other branches of government. And what I mean by this is there's like 5 other branches that you need to pay attention to. There's the federal government. That's Big Daddy. Big Daddy gets the budget from all of these other branches. And Big Daddy says, okay, I approve the budget. We're going to print out money every year and give it to you. Now, when it leaves to go to these other branches of government, federal government is Big Daddy. When it leaves federal government, it goes to state government. State government is its own entities. Every state is its own business and it operates as its own business, but it gave Big Daddy a budget. So I told you this budget is over $3.54 trillion every year. So your state has hundreds of millions of dollars that they requested from the federal government that was given to them to solve problems. So a lot of the times as I talk to entrepreneurs, they say, hey, like I want to work with the homeless, or I would like to build housing, or I want to have some health thing that I know about. And you have to ask yourself, whose problem is that? Is that a federal problem? Is that a state problem? Because again, if the federal government makes a decision, it impacts all of its children. I told you Big Daddy, federal. So they don't like to do things that impact all of their children if it's not that important. And I'm telling you guys, homeless is not a federal problem. I mean, you can call it what it want, but every state isn't experiencing high homeless rates. So they can't make a decision to impact every homeless person because every state does not have that problem. So you need to look at your local state if that's a problem and check out their budget for that because they requested it to Big Daddy, to the federal government. So again, money leaves the federal government, it goes to the banks, it goes to your state government. Once the money goes to your state government, every municipality, so there's a local government inside of every state, and there's tons of local governments. But the local government put a budget together, they gave it to the state added that into their budget, and they gave it to federal. The money comes back to the state divvies the money out to the local government. So this is why, again, I'm telling you, understand where the problems lie, because that is who is going to pay you for the solution. Now, you also have your education. Okay, the education is its own government. I'm telling you guys that education is something special to deal with. So you got to figure out how to operate with them. They have their own budget. And then you have your ports. Yes, every single port. You got a port in Houston, you got one in New York, you got ports in Atlanta, California, Florida, wherever there's a port at, that's government. So that's more money coming in right there. So those are the areas that you want to pay attention to. Banks, where the money's coming out in government. And the third and last place that money comes out to, which is where I love to be. This is why I love educating you guys on this, because this is how we make the most money in the world. Money goes to contractors. Over $700 billion plus per year, just on the federal side. I'm not talking about your state and local government. Just on Big Daddy's side, they put $700+ billion out every year. This ain't no like every other year or maybe this year, skip it. Every year, $700+ billion goes out to contractors. Now, out of that $700+ billion, 23% of that must go to minority-owned small businesses. So this is where you can make an impact. This is why I'm trying to tell you that one contract can change your life, because once you start working with this customer, they have the most money in the world and it's always getting replenished. Now, I know we don't like to talk about money in our community. It's frowned upon. We often hear the term money ain't everything. Well, I don't know what the hell people are talking about. You can't go eat at that steakhouse that you want to eat at all the time. You can't travel the world and explore. You can't buy your kids the best education that they need. You can't put clothes on their back and food on your table without money. So I don't like to hear when people talk about money ain't everything. Money is a large damn part on how we operate our life. You wake your ass up at 8 o'clock in the morning and go do a job that you don't want to do because you need the money. So let's not play money like it's not something that we need. I'm not saying like it is the thing that I live for. I don't live for the money. I live for making an impact in my community. I live for creating wealth so my children's children, when I do have them, can operate and think on their own. That's what I live for, but I know I need this money to make that happen. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that. I've never seen a broke person excited about being broke. I've just never seen it. I've also never seen a rich person that upset that they can't throw the money at what they need to solve problems on. So let's get this money in, because money is not evil. It could be the person that receives the money that's evil. Money just intensifies the person who you are. So if you want to make an impact on your community, let me put $10 million in your pocket and you're going to make a much bigger impact than what you was doing with that $100. It just is what it is. So if you're a good person, I want you to get more money. If you're a bad person, you can get more money too. Who am I? I am nobody's judge, jury, or executioner. But I know that we need more money in our community, and this is the best place to do it at. Federal government contracting. Now, of course, state government and local government, I love working with them too, but I love my big daddy, okay, with the federal government. Now, what I'm going to show you guys here today is, so you can make the decision. Is federal government contracting for you? So I'm hoping that I can share some information with you today, and that will make a change for you. So let me get here to my stream and change to my screen for me. In the meantime, guys, make sure that you are liking, subscribing to this channel so we can make some things shake for you. What is going on here? How in the world? See, this is that technology that I was telling you about, man. It's been doing its own thing here lately. I got this new Apple Studio, and some of the configuration just ain't right yet, but we'll figure it out. But guys, what I want you guys to take a look at, again, I'm answering a question for you. Is government contracting right for me? Well, first I need to be able to get to this screen that is on. Man. So I have probably about 7 screens, and I can't figure out how the heck to get to some of my screens because the damn what in the world, the software that I utilize every time, I guess my computer rebooted or something, and it just it messed some things up. The drivers didn't stay like they're supposed to, so bear with me here while I try to get to my damn. Why is it doing that? I can't even get to the main screen that I was on. All right. Come on, baby, don't do this to me. How in the world? All right, so I'm back on my main screen, thank goodness. So let me see if I can move these real quick, merge these bad boys in. Oh, I see what the problem is with that. All right, so I'm here, I'm there. All right, if I go back here, I'm over here laughing at myself. This screen stuff is just, it's crazy. All right, so I'm on the right screen now. Thank goodness. Okay, so what we're going to do here, I apologize about that, guys. This is this software that I got to go through. Again, answering the question, is government contracting for me? Well, I want you guys to take a look at this website, usaspending.gov, okay? usaspending.gov shows where all of the money is being spent by the federal government. Also, if you are on Instagram or Clubhouse, guys, I'm not going to answer your questions there. I'm on YouTube. If you have questions, you come over to YouTube, drop them in a chat, but I just can't look at all of these platforms at one time. Again, the link on Clubhouse for YouTube is at the top. If you want to Instagram, there's a link in my bio. Scroll to the bottom, you can find my YouTube channel. But usaspending.gov right here, if you just take a look at the spending, you can actually scroll down here. As you guys see, the federal response for the C word, I can't say that on IG, but for the C word, they spent $3.7 trillion. And again, this is just in that C word. This has absolutely nothing to do with the overall budget. Just for this, $3.7 trillion got spent. And guess what? A lot of our minority businesses, definitely our black businesses, weren't here. I don't know where they were at. Matter of fact, they was over there playing around on the internet with people, having fun with the C word. When this is the thing, guys, everything that we're marching about and complaining about, I'm pretty sure this money could solve it. They're not respecting us because we don't make the money, we just spend the money. I'm looking at this industry right here. This is the most money in the world. Nobody produces more money in the entire world than the United States government. So when people talking about we catching up and all of this bullshit, we're nowhere close to catching up. You may get emotional about what people are saying, that we're catching up, that we're making it. We're not doing shit. When there's a customer right here releasing trillions of dollars every year and we're not getting any of it. Instead, we keep asking them, can you give us? Well, here it is right here in the contracts. We must start generating more revenue faster so we can pay the politicians. You can't get a politician in office that's supposed to work in your favor if you can't put no money towards their campaign. Campaigns ain't cheap in America. Your little $50, your little $10, they knock on the door and they be like, oh, we appreciate the community for support. That money don't make an impact. The impact comes from the businesses who are putting $1 million towards the campaign. And let me tell you this, if I put $1 million towards your campaign, I dare your ass to go vote the way that I told you not to. And then you wonder why the politicians aren't working for you, because you're not working for them. You have to donate to get to what you want. And if you can't put yourself in a position to donate, get a goddamn customer that can pay you more money and stop asking your neighbors to pay you $100 for this. We have to stop working for crumbs. We have to make millions of dollars faster. It don't take 10 years to make $1 million. It don't take 7 years to make $1 million. Hell, it don't even take a year to make $1 million. But if you keep telling yourself what you can't do, then guess what? You can't get those results. And I can't argue with you on that. But if you're one of the people who understand that, yes, I can do better, I can make a huge impact, well, you should come over here and jump into government contracting, because they have a load of opportunities waiting for you. Now, again, this is just in that C word. I ain't talking about anything else. If we scroll down here a little bit more, well, there's a tab right here. Try Spending Explorer. You can take a look at the agency. You can take a look at what objects they're buying, the grants and fixed contractual services. I mean, this is for you to believe. I'm already a believer. I know what's going on. But if for some reason you like, well, I don't know if Travis knows what he's talking about, don't take my word for it. Go look at USA Spending. All this shit is public information because it's your tax paying money. Yeah, you are worried about the government doing the right things for you, and they're taking your tax-paying dollar and they're just spending it on stuff. And yet you ain't right here to provide no solutions. So far in 2022, the government has spent $5.3 trillion as of April 30th, 2022. We don't even know what they did in May yet. We on June. $5.3 trillion has been spent. And you asking is government contracting right for you or not? Well, hell, I don't know. 16.9% of that money got spent in Medicare. That's $888 billion got spent in Medicare so far. 13.9%, $730 billion got spent in healthcare. Our national defense, they love spending money in defense. $781 billion. Social Security got $755 billion. Income security got $666 billion. Transportation industry, all my truckers out there always asking me, is there a contract? The transportation industry spent $194 billion so far, April 2022. The veterans, the benefits that goes towards the veterans. And see, most people are like, well, those are veteran benefits. Well, how the hell do they get processed? Do you understand in order for veterans benefits to get processed, it goes through a contractor? Do you understand that the paper that them checks come out on are through a contractor? Do you understand the CRM, the tools that are being used in order to make sure you account for this? That software, a contractor created the software. Do you understand the computers that the administration for the Veteran Affairs is using? A contractor had to supply the computers. Do you understand the software? Microsoft Word, Microsoft Suite, all of that stuff that's on the damn computer, a contractor had to put it on there. The government had to pay a contractor for the licenses to Microsoft. They couldn't go directly to Microsoft. They had to go through a contractor. Community and regional development, $78 billion has been spent. General government, $283 billion. Net interest, I don't know what the hell that is, but we can click on it and see, $361 billion. Education, training, employment, social services, $75 billion. Do you see what 0.5% does? 0.5% has been spent in international affairs. That's $25 billion. This is what I'm trying to tell you. You ain't tapping into a fraction of a percentage. A fraction of a percentage in this industry changes your life. 0.5% is $25 billion. Commerce, housing credit, $36 billion. Administration for Justice, $47 billion. Natural resources, $41 billion. Agriculture, $24 billion. General science, space, and technology, $18 billion. Energy, $8.5 billion has been spent in energy. Guys, the thing about this, the government doesn't own anything. Everything that they do must be purchased through a contractor. Who spends the money? Click on the agencies. HHS is spending $1.6 trillion so far in 2022. Department of Health and Human Services has already spent $1.6 trillion. The Treasury Department has spent $892 billion to cut everybody's ass a check. Do you think the government cut checks? No. A contractor cut those checks. Now here's the other kicker to all of those checks that got cut for PPP, for all the people who stayed at home and got a $1,200, $2,000 check for sitting at home. Do you understand the government cut the checks and made a mistake? See, the government's not good at spending money. The government's also not good at business. Although they're the largest customer in the world, they're just not good. The government put all this money out there into the atmosphere. Do you know what has to happen now? We got people who stole money through PPP. We got people who stole money through EIDL. Since the government made a mistake of giving out money and not vetting individuals, now they got to pay a contractor to go back through and check the books. It's not the government that's about to go back and check through the books. It's a goddamn contractor. And they're going to pay that contractor millions of dollars to go back through their mistake. This is what I'm saying. When you hear people crying and complaining about shit, don't listen to them. You can make an impact right here by solving the government's problems. Social Security Administration, $799 billion. Social Security don't never stop. Department of Defense, guys, we're always going. Department of Defense, if it wasn't for that C word, Department of Defense would have the largest budget. But because of that C word and things that's going on, HHS has the largest budget. But DOD is going to be up there. And if we keep doing the things that we're doing in America, this DOD budget is going to get higher. If you haven't watched the movie War Dogs yet, you must go watch the movie War Dogs, because I need you to believe. If you're not believing, then again, this process is going to get extremely hard for you. Where the heck did my mouse go? Okay, there we go. Homeland Security, $67 billion. Department of Education, $57 billion. Department of Labor, $79. Energy, $34. HUD, all you guys that want to help the homeless and build affordable housing and things of that nature, why you ain't been talking to HUD? $29 billion is going out. Department of State, $15.9 billion. Guys, do you understand when they were talking about, and I can't stand, see, this is the ignorance of people not willing to go get educated before they speak words. This whole Ukraine thing. I mean, what are you guys thinking, that the government is putting this money in a duffel bag and taking it over to Ukraine and dumping $80 million or whatever amount of money that they said? It might have been in the billion. Do you think that they put it in a duffel bag, take it over to the president of Ukraine and say, oh, here you go? That's not what the Department of State is doing with that money. Instead, that money is going towards, hey, you need America to send some planes over there to pick up your citizens and bring them back here and house them. Well, we need to put a budget in that so the contractor can take their plane over across seas, pick up these people, and bring them back. Do you guys know that was a $3 million round trip ticket? Yes. I only know because I was trying to get involved in that, but I was a little too late to the game. See, most people think you got to own the damn airplane. I don't need to own the airplane. I just need to know where the airplanes are at, so I can go get the contract. And then the person who's going to charge me to get that plane over to Ukraine and back again, they're going to tell me it costs me $1.5 million to get a cargo plane to load this up with all them people. Well, it costs me $1.5 million, government, and costs you $3 million. You need to pay me the $3 million. I'm going to pay that guy's $1.5. I'm going to take $1.5. Now, again, don't quote me on the numbers. I'm just throwing it out there. Communications, $15 billion. Civil Works, $15 billion. Interior, $14 billion. Let's look at this little crumb right here. You see this little square right here? Is it going to show up? Yes. Government Accountability Office spent $449 million. That's less than 0% of the budget, because they already got that up here. I know that don't make sense. But 0.0001 of the budget was $449 million. And you still asking me, is government contracting good for you? Is it worth it for you? Again, if you still asking me this question after I'm showing you this, I don't know what to say to you. I can come over here and change this bad boy to the left. Fiscal year 2021, they spent $10.1 trillion. So if they spent $10.1 trillion last year, they probably going to spend $11 trillion this year, if not more. We already know through April, I just want you guys to understand this, $10.1 trillion got spent in 2021. We already know, if I look over here in 2022, we're in April, they've already spent $5.3 trillion. That's over half of $10.1 trillion. And we're halfway through it. They're spending more than $10 trillion, is what I'm trying to show you. If I go look at fiscal year 2020, they spent $9.1 trillion. If I go take a look at fiscal year 2019, $6.6 trillion. That was before the C word came into place. If I look at 2018, $6.3 trillion. 2017, $6.1 trillion. Again, the moral of what I'm trying to tell you, stop asking, is government contracting right for you? And understand it is. It isn't a question, is there an opportunity over here for you? It is. How can there not be an opportunity for you at $10 trillion? If you get 0.00015%, you are at $400 million. So yes, they have opportunity available for you. Now, the smartest thing to do in order to really find out if opportunity is available for you, well, I mean, it is available. But to figure out how you're going to go after it, the first question you need to ask yourself, whose problem am I solving? So you're not working with the government. Whether you know products out there that you could resell, from iPhones to computers to soap to water to lights to screws, nuts, and bolts. Do you understand that the government has to buy screws, nuts, and bolts from a contractor? It ain't like they got a damn warehouse with screws sitting in it. All of this stuff has to be purchased from contractors. Furniture, gas. When they go stay in hotels, a contractor has to book the hotels for them. To deliver mail around the government offices, a contractor's delivering the mail to everybody. It's called logistics. All of this stuff is available. But see, when you keep talking to society about this shit that I'm talking about, they're never going to be able to give you the right answer because they don't know. And you keep asking the wrong people about advice that creates wealth. You ask poor people about wealth decisions. And when I say poor people, it's people who are passing over opportunities repeatedly. That same poor person, they heard about government contracting, but they said it's too much paperwork, it's too confusing, and the government is against black people. And that's who you're getting your advice from. It's not smart. It's not smart at all. So at first, you need to figure out, okay, if I'm in the health industry, well, maybe I should be looking at HHS. If I'm in the energy industry, solar panels, gas, things of that nature, maybe I should be looking at Department of Energy. If I'm in the homeless, real estate game, affordable housing, maybe I should be looking at HUD. If I'm a veteran, maybe I should be looking at the Department of the VA. If I want to do guns, or if I have ammunition, or if I know some new technology, or I built a device that can help out our armed forces, I probably should be over in the DoD space. The government is not one big agency. Do you guys see how this is all labeled out? Every agency that's spending money, you're not working with the government, you're working with an agency inside of the government, and you need to treat them just like if you was to go out here in the streets and you wanted to market to Whole Foods, and then you wanted to come over here and tell Target about your stuff. They don't talk the same way. Whole Foods don't give a fuck about what Target is doing, just like Target don't give a fuck about what Whole Foods is doing. But Target has its own rules and Whole Foods has its own rules. And it's your job as an entrepreneur and business owner to figure out how I can help serve. If I can serve Whole Foods in a way that they understand it, then I can get the contract. If I can serve Target in the way that they can understand it, I can get the contract. But when you just jump out there and you're not willing to do anything, any research to better yourself so you can figure out how do I correctly talk to individuals, if you don't do any of this, I know the results that's going to come behind that. Results that you don't like. Because you didn't take your time to do anything smart. You're chasing money. And the other thing about government contracting, guys, unless you're doing some of this credit card stuff, which I don't teach on, okay, because I don't think that there's logic behind picking up the phone and asking somebody, can they swipe a credit card with you because you sell iPhones and you know they need 3 of them. I got 3 iPhones available for you. They swipe the credit. That's not a strategy. I don't need to teach you how to pick up the phone. If you don't have the determination to pick up the phone for yourself and call people, and you keep telling, I don't want to make a mistake, I'm going to be too embarrassed, I'm too shy. I can't get over that. That's a mindset issue, and you need to go to a mindset coach. I don't have time for that shit. You keep giving excuses. That's what you're doing. Some people like excuses and feed into excuses. I personally don't give a fuck about your excuse. I don't have time. I'm over here trying to make an impact for people who get it. So I can't feed into the BS that you keep saying. Somebody in your community will, because those are the poor people that I told you to stop talking to. They love feeding into excuses. They love telling you and lying to you, talking about it's going to be okay. It ain't going to be okay. If you keep giving excuses and you're not making a change for yourself, that's your problem, and nobody can save that. So once you're tired of giving excuses, you want to go ahead and look at the agency. If I click on the Department of Defense, oh my God, I no longer have to guess who's spending what in the Department of Defense. Inside of DOD, there's other agencies. $49 billion in military personnel by the Army. Do you guys know? Do you understand? The Army, you've seen ads on Instagram. You've seen ads on TV for you to come join the Army. Do you think the Army created them damn ads? All my people out there who know how to run ads, and you keep trying to get all of these people to sign up for your $50,000 ad program, your $20,000 ad program. Well, the government is over here spending billions of dollars for you to run ads for them. But again, you don't understand the definition to government, and you keep asking broke, poor people about government. When I'm telling you right now, the Army does not market. A contractor markets for the Army. A contractor created the commercial that you see on TV. The Army don't have actors. The Army don't have script writers. The Army got people that's being taught how to shoot guns and defend this nation. You think they got time to study how to run ads on Facebook? No, they pay people to do it. They pay contractors to do it. Do you know the Army has an Instagram account? Do you think the Army runs their Instagram account? It's a contractor. Guys, let me show you something, because I really think that we don't know the truth of what's going on out here. Talk Walker. And I know this because, guys, this is software that we use. I use this. This is how I know so much about the internet. Do you guys know this software right here? We use this with the military. Actually, we was in a big argument with the government because they were trying to get me to do a contract because of this software. I can see anything that happens on the internet. If you post that bitch, I got it. I can take this software right here, and they have like brand management right here. Let's say I wanted to find every post with somebody who had a Nike emblem on their shirt. I could put this into this software right here in TalkWalker and say, hey, any post that has a Nike emblem, I want you to pull it for me. And then I can label it out and say, okay, well, this post was over here in Chicago. This post was over here in Texas. And it's getting a lot of engagement. I want those two posts. That's who I'm going to target. Well, the same thing happens. You know, when crime goes down and people all of a sudden are recording right here, the software is picking it up. We can see what goes on. And the government knows this, but they didn't create this software, but they need the service. So all you got to do is become a master of this software right here and then go sell it to the government. But they're not going to buy the software because they don't have people that do it. Instead, they're going to give you a contract to do the whole nine. You got the software and the personnel. This is just social. This is the social media side of the house. All of my people that are studying marketing, talking about we're social media gurus, become a guru to the government. They have an unlimited bag for you to do the same stuff that you're doing every single day. But the problem is there's a RFP in front of you. You do have to answer some questions. They're not just going to give you the contract because, like society, you can make a piece of content and, have people schedule a call and 15 minutes later they sign up to your services. That ain't how the government operate. You're going to have to write towards it and explain to them you know what the hell you're talking about. Because they don't want to take a loss, like people be out here taking a loss, getting you to pay for services, and you don't know what you're doing. So if you can't write about it to explain it, then chances of you getting it is slim to none because you was never a guru in it. But see, the thing is, you don't have to be a guru. I got 3 contracts right now. I don't know what we're doing. Because I hired gurus. My gurus know how to execute. They work under my company. I pay them every other week. I hate to say it, it's kind of like the slave block. Today is modern day slavery. You get to make money off of people. That's what they did back in the day. You know, they had the big black guy. The bigger they were, the stronger they were, the more money that they got to get. Same thing in today's America. The smarter you are, the more certifications you got, the more education you went through, I get to sell you for a higher price. This is why your jobs encourage you to go get certifications, because the smarter you get, the more they get to charge for you. So I have smart people on my team that know exactly what the hell to do. Because if I teach you that you need to use your hands to generate revenue, I'm not doing my job. You're still exchanging your time for money. And that's not how we grow our community. If you're stuck 8 hours a day trying to make $300 for the day, $200 for the day, $500 for the day, I don't care what the number is. If you're stuck exchanging your time for money, I know when you get off work, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be too tired to do anything else. So you can't grow. Now, again, we need workers. So I'm not talking to everybody. There's some people out there that just can't get it. And I'm not talking to them. Some people need to go to work. And guess what? We're going to supply the jobs for those people. And the smarter they are, the more we're going to get paid for. It's real simple. Now, that's on the social media side. I just wanted to show you guys. There's tons of things out here that you can do. Now, once you can understand, okay, well, the government's spending money, you guys can come up here to advanced search. Again, don't take my word for it. This is about you figuring out, is the government worth it for you or not? My answer is yes. But you come up with your own solution. Don't forget, as you're listening to this information, make sure that you are liking, subscribing to this channel, and most importantly, sharing this to your other social media platforms, because this is the only way we're going to grow this information. The community needs somebody like me telling them the truth about government instead of all of these damn people out here scaring people from government. I can't stand people who scare you from government, because ain't no president. Listen. No president in the history of presidents has ever made an impact on a citizen's life. No president has impacted my life. Not Obama, not Clinton, not Bush, not Trump, not Biden. They've never impacted my life. I've never met them. I've never seen them. The decisions that they make do not stop me from operating every day that I wake up. So I don't care about them. They're just people. And we have to understand that they're not going to do anything to make an impact on your life. This makes an impact. You make impacts on your lives. Again, it's like they say on the plane. Put your mask on before you try to help somebody else's. This is your mask right here, government contracting. Put this mask on. Make yourself $10 million before you talking about how you want to become an impact for the community and get people making more money with your nonprofit organization. That's another thing. We need to stop opening them goddamn nonprofits and you ain't got no money to fund your own nonprofit. Instead, we begging people to take the hard-earned money that they worked for to solve our issue. You do realize all of these rich companies, all of these rich businesses, they have their own nonprofits because they have their own issues that they care about. And guess what? If they don't have their own nonprofit, their buddy does. Their best friend, their brother, their cousin has a nonprofit, and they want to take that money and solve their own issues. So we need to do the same thing. Stop asking people for their money. Go get this money from the government through contracts, and when you make that $10 million, you move some of that money over into your own nonprofit so you're not giving it back to the government in taxes. And watch how much faster you can make an impact instead of begging people to use their hard-earned money to solve some problems that you care about and they don't give two damns about. So now that I've typed right here, my first 3 years, fiscal year, I can come right here to keyword. I mean, I don't know a dumb keyword that I could think of. Let me think. Keyboards. See, I like to think of stupid stuff because we try to complicate government contracting, and I'm telling you that there's stupid contracts out here. You can't limit yourself. If you limit yourself, then hey, that's the lies that you're putting over your own mind. Now, I do want to make a statement here. Just because I put that word in don't mean that this contract is for keyboards. You actually got to go look at it. But by me putting this in here right now, let me see what we got right here. I need to get this off my screen. Give me a second. See if I can move this. I'm trying to move this this little thingamajig right here. I got too many screens going on. All right, I need to be able to scroll over right here. So let me shorten my page here so I can scroll over so you guys can see this stuff. And this is how I do my research, guys. All right, right there. Cool. I can see the bottom. All right, so now, as you guys see right here, again, I don't know if these contracts mean keyboards, but if I scroll down to the bottom, I slide this bad boy over, I can see the agencies that could possibly be spending money in keyboard. DOD, Homeland Security, the Treasury Department, Agriculture. But what does this mean to me? Here's your customers. So you don't have to guess anymore. You don't have to think, is somebody doing something? I'm showing you the customers right here. You can see how much money they're spending. $7.5 million, $6.3 million, $5.6 million. Click on the goddamn contract. I don't think they're Boeing one. Let's see. CDW. So, do you guys, this is the other thing I want you guys to pay attention to. See, our counterparts are doing smart business. We're the only ones not. CDW Government LLC. I'm pretty sure that's CDW. But they realized CDW is a big company. They can't do certain things. So they had to open up another business. Now, if I click on CDW Government LLC, they do $792 million. Now, what does this say right here? Also known by 6 other names. CDW Government Inc., CDW Government Incorporated, CDW Government Inc. with a comma, CDW Government Inc. with a comma and a period, CDW-G, CDW Government, comma, Inc. See the dashes? These are all different companies, but they're all the same. See, we're the ones counting ourselves out, talking about what we can and can't do. And I'm telling you again, our counterparts are doing something. Do you notice that's not CDW? CDW by itself is its own organization. Now, if I come down here, what does this say? The description: Dell end user devices, including laptops, thin clients, monitors, computers, cables, keyboards, mice, headsets, and other, I forget that word, peripherals or whatever. See, I don't need to know this stuff. Now, what do I understand? If I want to work with DOD to sell them laptops, keyboards, monitors, or whatnot, they're using the NAICS code 334111 for electronic computer manufacturing. And you're probably telling yourself, well, I'm not a manufacturer. How can I put that code in? Well, again, if you tell yourself what you ain't, I can't argue with that. The PSC code that they use is 7020. Again, this is just for DOD. That doesn't mean that the other agencies use these same codes to buy those products. So if the DOD is my customer, I know the NAICS code that they use to sell them products. I know the PSC code that they use to specifically talk about laptops, keyboards, mice, and whatnot. Now, again, as you're telling yourself, well, you know, I'm not a manufacturer. How can I become a manufacturer and sell these products? Well, guys, it's very easy. Check this out. Let me put this NAICS code in right here. Grab this NAICS code. See, when you keep counting yourself out all the time, you can't see the solution. So if I come right back here to advanced search, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put the last 4 years in right here. And I'm going to come down to products and services. I mean, North American industry, the NAICS code. I'm going to put this NAICS code in right there. Then I'm coming back up here to hit submit search. 6.2 million contracts have gone out with that NAICS code. If you're not a manufacturer, learn how to shake hands and kiss babies with the manufacturers. They're all right here. Every single manufacturing company is right here. What is the other beauty that I see about these manufacturing companies? They're too damn big. They need small businesses to be on their team. In order for them to get this $5.6 billion contract with Lockheed, they have to have a small business plan. The 23% of this $5.6 billion goes to the small businesses on their team. So see, I was talking about government contracts that they have over $700 billion and 23% needs to go to small business. But every single award of these large contracts, they require the large prime to have a small business plan. Here's your manufacturing relationship right here. So you could go after those manufacturing contracts. And guess what? You could do a joint venture. I could literally do a joint venture with Lockheed Martin and become Malheed, if that's what we want to call it. Malheed is a combination of Malmar and Lockheed Martin together. And now whatever Lockheed Martin has done, all of their past transactions are all under my joint venture. And that joint venture is allowed to do everything that it's capable of doing from the past. And the past was everything that I've done and everything that Lockheed Martin has done. And guys, this is Lockheed Martin Corporation. This ain't all of Lockheed. Lockheed Martin Corporation does $9.2 billion. But do you see General Dynamics is Lockheed Martin? Most people probably don't even know that. A lot of these big boys, they're just one company. And you probably don't know, usually these big boys like Lockheed Martin, KPMG, Booz Allen, whatnot. It's just a corporate person. One of their partners at the top got pissed off with them, and then they went to go start another company, and they already got the resources available. So they hurry up and spin up another company, and they just take off. Leidos used to be a big one, but Leidos got into a lot of trouble for doing bad tactics when it comes to government contracting. Northrop Grumman, these are all big boys. They all have a small business agency inside of them. And that's who you need to start talking to. The last site that I'm going to tell you guys about is fpds.gov. It's much like usaspending.gov, so you can find your own research and find out is government contracting for you or not. You can come right here, type in something stupid as well. I'm trying to think of something dumb. Let's type in liquor. Liquor. All right, I typed in liquor. I'm going to come over here to date sign. Let's see who's been buying liquor. And I know we all know how to buy liquor. Shit, all of us have drunk something before. So I know you know how to go to the liquor store and find liquor. Okay? So if I look right here, again, the name liquor is in the company's name. So I don't know if this is a liquor contract per se, because this ain't Google. You know what I'm saying? If liquor pops up anywhere, it's going to pull up. But Washington State Liquor and Cannabis. I know people talking about cannabis. Well, there's tons of contracts for cannabis too. It's just you keep talking to poor people about the government's decision on cannabis, and you're not paying attention to the businesses already going on in cannabis. All right, so let me just click on this one view. See, they call it cannabis and not marijuana or weed or any of that, so you can't find it because you won't type in cannabis. All right, we can see right here, this could be a potential liquor contract at, what is that, $1 billion? Damn, I hope they ain't spending $1 billion on liquor. Let me scroll down here and see in the description. Conduct inspections of retailers that sell and advertise any regulated tobacco products to determine compliance and submit inspection results to the FDA. The FDA just wants somebody to inspect the liquor stores out here that's selling tobacco. And guess what? A liquor store won the contract. Try Liquors. I'm pretty sure Try Liquors is a liquor store. And they just realized they could do government contracting too. And look, Try Liquors just keep on winning. You know why Try Liquors keep winning? Because your ass ain't came over here and looked at these contracts yet. So Try Liquor just keep on winning. And then Kenny S, he got a little bit in this too. This is Kenny's Liquor. Let's see what Kenny's Liquor got. See, Kenny's Liquor realized, like, I can do more things. I don't just have to sell liquor in a store. in South Dakota, food services. See, this stuff don't always come up how you want it. Man, Try Liquors is crushing it. I'm telling you, they in a world all by themselves. That must be a nice place to be. just winning money with no competition. I tell you, that's got to be the best feeling in the world. I'm telling you, when people don't pay attention, man, business is happening in front of your face, and it's going to keep happening. Johnson Bros of Hawaii Inc. Let's see what this is. I'm trying to see if I can just find a real liquor contract. They want to deliver liquor. I don't know. This is a credit card spend. $7,200. Pick up the phone, close the credit card. Resale, soft drinks. For $7,200, they bought some goddamn soft drinks. Can you deliver soft drinks? I don't think it's hard. So again, fpds.gov, usaspending.gov, you can check that out. The last thing I want to show you guys is if you come over here to puremoney.gov, puremoneygovcon.com, it'll actually bring you here to my course that I have together. It's an evergreen course. You get access to this for an entire year. You're also going to get access to my private group chat, so when you have questions, you can get those answered. We do go live on Zoom once a month, every month, the last Monday of the month, where I tell you, get real selfish. Worry about yourself. Don't worry about the world. What are your problems so I can help you get over that hurdle? I have a Google Drive that has tons of information in there for you to download for scripts and things of that nature. You're also going to get affiliate commissions that you can resell the same stuff to somebody. But what I want you to do is come down here to the bottom, put in your information, because I have a little treat for you over here on the other side. If you put your information here and do gain access, I want you guys to download this report right here. So once you get there, you can click download. Even if you don't get into my program, you need this report. Okay, this report right here, it has all of the government's websites. If you want to get started in this thing for free and just try it out, I have it all right here. There are free services that can teach you about government contracting. I've put them right here in this PDF. Just click on them. If you click on this right here, what does it take you to? Redirecting you to the SBA. You ain't got to guess about where it's at. Just click on the stuff and it will show you where you need to go. So download this. It has those websites on it that I talked about earlier. fpds.gov, usaspending.gov. You still need to get a DUNS number in that information if you want to find your NAICS code. Again, it's all laid out right here, so I highly advise you guys to check it out. And if you would like to join in on the program, by all means, you could do that here too. What's the price at? The price right now is at $11.79. This is my first time looking at it in a while. This started at $79. It goes up $100 per 5 people that join in on the program. So I advise you to get into it faster before the price goes up. And again, once you do join us, you get 25% commissions every time you get somebody else to come in on our program. So as that price goes up, that means that your 25% commissions go up. So I'm real excited about that, because what I learned, guys, is that you still need some money in your pocket as you're doing government contracting. So as I'm teaching you, I wanted to provide a way that you could still put some dollars in your pocket so you could keep pursuing this thing and not give up. I think that's the biggest thing that we cannot do, guys. We cannot give up. I don't care if it takes, here's the thing. If it takes you 365 days to get your first contract, you have been working, okay? Listen to me. You've been working for 365 days for $60,000, $50,000, hell, $120,000. You exchanged 2,080 of your hours for $100,000 that the government is guaranteed to take 33% out of. They've convinced you to put 15% or 5%, 10%, whatever that damn employee match of that 401k plan, which that's another topic. They convince you to match. So 33% plus another 5%, what is that? 38% of your money's gone before you even get to see it. You still got to get a house, which a lot of us is house heavy, that we're spending about 20% of our income in housing. Okay, so if we do that, we're already at 58% of our money gone before we get to see it. You got to have transportation. A lot of us are car heavy. We're over here spending 18 to 20% of our income in a car. That's already above 60% of your income is gone before you feed yourself, before you entertain yourself, and before you pay utilities. If you're okay with doing that year after year, if you've been doing that for the last 10 years because you're in your 30s and you've been working since you was 21, 22, if you've been going through this model for the last 10 years, it's impossible for you to see $1 million in that model, first of all. Like, you're never going to get it. Although you make $1 million. Just imagine if you make $100,000, you've been doing it for 10 years, you made $1 million and you're nowhere close to seeing it. If you're comfortable with that motto and you're saying, hey, Travis, it takes me a year to win a contract. Well, look, we're not even talking the same. You're not understanding what I'm trying to tell you here. One contract can generate you $1 million. And if you've never done that in your life, you have to be okay with taking a year to earn $1 million contract. Because you're never going to do it in your life with the current method that you're on. It's not going to happen. Some people could say some other things emotionally or whatnot. I'm not in the game of emotions. I'm in the game of truth. And that is the truth. So if you want to make a change, you got to get paid per project, not per hour. Per hour doesn't allow you to excel. Per project does. And that's what we're talking about right here. Every contract is a project, whether it's with the government or whether it's with the private sector. It's a contract. And that's what I want you guys to get in the method, in the mindset of going about. If you guys got some valuable information from this live on the YouTube channel, go ahead and drop a fire emoji in the comments, or whether you're on Clubhouse or Instagram, drop a fire emoji down there so I know that you guys picked up what I put down. I am going to go through some of the people who have been commenting here. I love your NAICS code. Guys, next Thursday, I'm probably just going to dive into NAICS codes. So I want you guys to show up here next Thursday at noon. Bring your NAICS codes out, and I'm going to pull contracts up so you guys can see them. I have software that's extremely expensive, so I don't want to tell you guys about that software. But I do have some other software in the description here with Fed Bid Speed. He also came on, did a demonstration of his software. It's a whole lot cheaper, so I advise you guys to take a look at that. But again, next Thursday, I'm going to bring out my GovWin software, and you're going to put your NAICS codes down here, and I'll get you guys the opportunity. I'd like to know how to dispatch as well. That's what I'm, a royal woman. Her name is Saritha Willingham. Her company is SJW Trucking. But again, be paying attention. By the end of this month, I'm going to have her in the mix because I really want her to educate people properly on how to do this. I don't know about other people's dispatch stuff. Here's the thing. I've seen a lot of these people out here in the trucking world. They don't own none of them damn trucks that they talking about. They don't have no warehouse. They don't have nothing. I don't like working with people like that. I like working with people that got results. And Saritha has over 14 trucks, a 28,000 square foot warehouse. Like, she is doing it. And that's the people that we need to get out here. Dewan, what's going on, my brother? All the way out here from El Paso, Texas. What does it say? Oh, El Paso, Texas, Seattle, Washington. Oh, you doing the thing. Nice Industry, let me pull that back up, is insurance claim management and for water and damage projects. Hey, man, you know, the government got water and damage projects all the time. Guys, it's important that you remember all these individuals, because sometimes you talking to the government and building those relationships, they'll ask you, can you do this? And your answer needs to be yes. Because all we gonna do is go call up Dewan so he knows how to do his expertise. But we ain't gonna tell them no. You know what I'm saying? But thanks for being here, Dewan. Will the meeting be on YouTube? I'm not sure which meeting I was talking about. If you're talking about me and Saritha, for that, no. That's my client. That's behind closed doors. But I am bringing her to YouTube. I'm bringing her to what we got going on. So just stay on the lookout for that. Pro Excellence believes it's worth it. Absolutely. Who we got right here? Last name? Got to put a name on that thing. Travis. We got another Travis out here. That's what I'm talking about. What's going on, Travis Ree? I hope that you have an amazing day today. How do we get IT software contracts? What is the NAICS code? I forget the exact software NAICS code. There's tons of IT software contracts. A lot of times too, the software contract is going to be tied into like the hardware. So you need to become a partner of the person that has the hardware where you produce the software. So maybe the software is 18% of the contract. So you'd be on the team so you could supply that 18%, and the other contractors could do whatever they got over. But it really just takes looking through there and FPDS USA spending. Any software that you got in mind, type it in, it'll pull up. Who we got here? Y'all have to wake up and hit that like button. That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate you. Definitely hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Again, I can't do it without you guys, so I appreciate you for putting that out there. And it is absolutely free, so that's why I want you to do it. I will be taking some of the videos down, guys, and I'm putting them in my back office. I'm putting them in other things. They've been up here long enough. If you don't pick up the free game when it's available, it's on you. But I can't keep all this free stuff up here all day long. What do you think about contracts for marketing and advertisement? It happens every day. The government doesn't know how to market. The government doesn't know how to advertise. They rely on contractors to do that. Hey, definitely it is going up. Follow me on Instagram as well, at official Travis Davis. We'll put this on up here. Let's see, it'll pop up there. Yeah, follow me on Instagram, official Travis Davis as well. So you guys can stay updated with the stuff that I got going on there as well. I do put a lot of information out on my Instagram. Also, I am a little controversial. You know, I will tell you guys that right now. I don't say the right things all the time that society wants me to say. I say I say whatever I want to say, however I want to say it, because nobody controls my money. Nobody can tell me what I can and can't do. And you'll get in that same space once you start generating your own revenue. And that's where I want you guys to be towards, to where you could generate your own revenue, and we don't have to worry about what people's opinions are about what we're doing. So hopefully you guys can catch me there over on Instagram. Look, I'm trying to find all my stuff. This is all these gadgets that I got going on over here. But that's my Instagram account right there. Make sure that you check me out over there. But appreciate you. Who else we got here? It doesn't take a year to make $1 million. Stop the cap. See, it's always ignorance like this right here. This is an idiot. Right? It doesn't take a year to make $1 million. This is poor people. That's the people that I'm talking about right here. My man, DP man, since he wanted to make a statement and be loud and tell me stop the cap and all of this, we got to stop listening to idiots. Okay, instead of DP man listening to what I've been saying and saying, hey, how do I learn how to make $1 million? He wants to make an ignorant statement and tell me to stop the cap because he can't believe in his own self to make $1 million. If you follow me on Instagram, guys, I did a $4.5 million contract. So don't tell me that you can't, what you can and can't do in a year. You're an idiot. All right. Man, it just seems so layered, setting up business properly. A lot of jargon that's unknown. Absolutely. I mean, it's business, you know. The only reason is because you just haven't done it yet. And chances are you haven't been around people. And I had to remove myself from a lot of people because they couldn't help me. They couldn't serve me because they never did what I was trying to do. So I had to get around the right individuals. And trust me, you're not going to get it all right. I've been sued for over $250,000. Like, mistakes are going to happen. You learn from the mistakes, but you don't allow them to put you in a corner where you don't keep moving forward and cripple you. I promise you, when you make enough money, there's no mistake that money can't solve. Like, all of my problems now, if something pops up, I call a lawyer. When it comes to finances or something, I'm asking my accountant, what the hell happened? When it comes to hiring, I got an HR person. When it comes to firing, I got a team that gets rid of that. But trust me, I got sued from firing people incorrectly. You know, you name it, I've been through it. So I'm telling you that because you can't count yourself out before you get started. All right. Yes, sir. Definitely go get yours. Can I receive a grant or contract with my NFP and LLC? Yeah, you can do grants and contracts. I'm not real big on grants. I told you guys I don't like asking people for money. But your business can go get grants and it can get government contracts. So yes. Everybody wants to go to the league, but nobody wants to put in the work. One contract can change your life. Take advantage. Come on, Paul. Talk to them. Talk to them. I wonder if that idiot is still on here mad at me. I don't know if he's typing or not. Mid-learning. When registering for a supplier portal in our state, what is the best category to choose on type of contractor? I'm not 100% sure what your state is asking you. Every state is different. But again, type of contract. Yeah, I'm not really 100% sure what that's asking you to tell you the right answer on that one. Sorry about that. Dewan Alexander, we currently have over 500K in pending and bid submissions. Come on, Dewan, that's what I'm talking about. Hit that submit button, baby. This is how you win in government contracting. Hit the submit button and don't be scared. Guys, you cannot lose something that you don't have. Right? People are always telling me, I'm scared I'm going to lose the contract. How the hell can you lose a contract that you don't have? Hit the submit button. The worst thing that can happen to you when you hit the submit button is they tell you did not win the contract. And guess what? When they say you didn't win the contract, you ask for a debrief, so they'll tell you exactly why you lost. And now you know how to go forward to the next opportunities and win. So man, Dewan, I'm super excited. Or Delwan, I say Dewan. Delwan, I'm super excited for you. Keep doing it. Hey, and don't stop at 500K. Get another 500K. Put $1 million on that bad boy. Let's make some things shake, man. And the reason we do that is because you don't win them all. You don't win them all. But if you put $1 million out there, the odds of you winning about $250,000 to $500,000 is real good. If you want $1 million, if you want to earn $1 million in government contract and put $10 million on your pipeline, the odds of you losing every contract will be slim to none. But you have to have that pipeline up there so you can see. All right, let's see what else we got here. Professional excellence, GSC on board. Reach out, get started. See, look, man, y'all may want to reach out to Paul, figure out what he got going on over there so y'all can partner. All right, I need you as my coach. You're firm and believe in getting the job done. Damn right. We ain't got time to play around with these people. By all means, I definitely advise you jump into my government contracting program, puremoneygovcon.com. We get to it. We don't play around over here. I don't allow excuses. 15 contracts, bids, pending, and award. 3 Unison Marketplace. Unison Marketplace is a great place when you're getting started. You can get you some easy wins over there. So, hey, man, Delwan is on it. Selection and 2 pending selections. What are the odds of winning? 12 SAM bid submissions waiting for awards. Man, well, you are on it. I would just advise you to make sure you're paying attention because, you know, God forbid you win every contract, right? You win every contract. Do you have the capacity to handle every contract that you put a submission in on? So you want to pay attention to that. And usually when I say capacity, it's just the finances. You got to make sure that you have the finances to do everyone. But 15 contract bids pending, 3 in Unison Marketplace. I like your odds, man. I really like your odds that you should at least be getting 1 out of that. The only thing I would think about is those are product contracts over on Unison. It's really going to come down to like the drug terminology. Did you get the product at its cheapest form? And sometimes you can't. You know, you can't get it cheap enough because you don't have that relationship there. But you'll learn, like if they say you didn't win, that means that you need to go back to the drawing board and figure out how can you get closer to the product. All right, that's it. OPS, that's how the game goes. Let's go. Appreciate you for sharing with us. Let's see. Ren, what's about the hair industry? Is contracts for that? Absolutely. Prisoners need hair, all types of stuff. You know, prisoners are government contracts. All right, watch the one playing the game and winning. You come on now. I love this one. Any industry that you could think of, there's a need in that area. I don't care what the industry is. There is a need for it. All right. Saying search registration, all awards. Okay. Seeing what else we got here. All right. I think that's all. You better free the people today, brother. You know, I'm trying to make some things shake. I think I got all of the responses. Let's say, hello, I never hear about media. Oh, I like this one right here. I never hear about media or video production when it comes to many government videos. I would love to see some on that. Maybe I'll look into that and make a video about it, but trust and believe me, media contracts come out all the time. We actually won a contract to run ads when the 9/11? Yeah, when 9/11 happened, the Asian community, they needed to find some individuals and provide them resources, but the government didn't know how to reach out to the Asian community, so they had us actually running ads for them to pull the Asian community in. So there's tons of contracts in that realm. Again, you also have to think outside of the box. Like, who needs this stuff? Do you realize every politician needs ads and media and all that? Every politician. Every year they get elected, they need pictures, they need videos, the whole nine. So sometimes you got to look directly at that politician. What do you do if DLA contract and manufacturer does not give you credit? Yeah, you got to hustle, man. You got to hustle. You got to go find it. You got to find that money from somebody. SBA is also a great relationship, so they could give you money. You know, the hardest thing is to get a company to change how they operate, because they're not going to change it for you. So you have to make the pivot and understand how to get them to work with you on any means necessary. And authenticity, what drew me to use, because sugar only gives diabetes. Come on now. Yeah, we don't sugarcoat none of this stuff. We ain't got time for that. I piss a lot of people off too. I just don't care. They'll get over it. Right, if you didn't get it up and try again, it's not contract shortage. There is no contract shortage. That's one thing about this whole recession thing that they keep talking about. Ain't no recession in government contracting. I just showed y'all that it's never been a recession in government contracting, not one time. Okay, they may do a little shutdown every now and then because they're waiting for the president to sign the budget. But once that budget gets signed, they start dishing out them checks. It will never, ever, ever be a recession with government contracting. All right. This last one here. What do you do if you go after DLA contracting and the manufacturer doesn't give you credit? Oh, I thought I answered that one. You're gonna have to hustle. You're going to have to find some funding. Right. You're the most detailed individual that's doing it. Come on, Jeffrey. I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you. Again, I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. I am here every Thursday at noon going over government contracting. I usually stay on for about an hour, went a little longer today, but I thank you all for hanging out with me here. Don't forget, definitely go over to YouTube. Check me out over there. Official Travis Davis. I'm not YouTube, Instagram. You can find me on Instagram at Official Travis Davis. I am on Instagram Live every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, talking about business, not just government contracting all the time. On Tuesdays, I'm on Clubhouse talking about government contracting at 8 p.m. Eastern. Thursdays, I'm right here at noon Eastern talking about government contracting on YouTube. Fridays, I am in my Facebook group every other Friday. I believe I'll be there this Friday, where I teach you about making money online. If you're not making $1,000 a month right now, at minimum, then you need to be inside of that Facebook group so you can learn how to generate revenue on the internet. It's Pure Money Legacy. That's the name of the Facebook group. Join us in there. You could also visit the link in my Instagram bio. It'll have the Facebook group in there, or go to travisknows.com. Go all the way to the bottom. You'll be able to see all of my social media platforms so you can stay up to date with what we got going on over here. Other than that, I appreciate all of you all for hanging out with me. I do. Thank you. Don't forget, make sure you're liking, subscribing to the channel, sharing this information out, so other entrepreneurs can understand the truth about what's going on. And I know I'm not for everybody, but for those that are willing to take that leap of faith and make a change in their life, I'm here for you, and I will always be here for you. So I thank you all for helping me out by sharing this information. That is the only way that I can make an impact out here in this world with your assistance. So appreciate it. Like it, share it, talk with you all later. Remember, notes don't ever teach you anything. Action is the only thing that's going to teach you. So don't keep watching these videos, writing notes about government contracting. You need to take action, and take action today, not tomorrow, not next month, not next year. Take the action now, and you'll start learning a whole lot faster. Love you all. Talk with you. Get it.
already know what it is. Pure money, baby. I keep a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Come and hang with the gang. Get some free game added to your mainframe. Gotta keep your mind sharp, you gotta maintain. And it's even better when the squad on the same thing. Steady swishing on the competition. We ain't tripping about the opposition. We on a mission and we got a vision. People in need, we believe we got a lot. I give a